I told you I was gonna continue this integration this week. I started a little bit earlier, though, I must confess, but you will be able to get almost all of it anyway because I've been struggling a lot with this thing. All right, so I'm gonna explain what is happening. So on the last stream that we did on Flow Designer, we were trying to do a Slack action here, where where we can just click on a message, and then on the three dot thing here, you can just go all the way down here, and we created this GitHub. No, sorry, this Slack action. It's still early for me. I'm sorry. So we created this create to do action from our Slack application called Max Manager. And this is what we achieved. And we can just click on it and send this message to the MuleSoft application, but we haven't yet connected to Microsoft To Do. So remember, what we were trying to do was to send this message into Microsoft To Do, or like create a new task in Microsoft To Do. And then as soon as you click on this action here on Slack, it will send you this other thing like this. So it will populate this block with the task title, and the title will be the message that you took from Slack. The list, there will be like a default list, but we will also be able to select a drop down from all of our lists in To Do. And then to show you what is To Do, Microsoft To Do. So we have this list that is called Slack. So in theory, like the message that I take from Slack is gonna appear here, like this, right? But let me remove that. Delete task. Delete task. All right. So that's that. Here is the Microsoft To Do API that we're going to use, but we haven't gotten there yet. We're still troubleshooting on our flow design thing. Oh, where did I leave it? Here. So last time I was having issues with my data with code because I wasn't able to transform the form, what is it called? The triple W URL unencoded message that comes from Slack. So a little reminder, this is what comes, like what Slack sends to me. It's a form URL unencoded message. So what we are trying to do is to transform that into JSON. And so here in Postman, I have this test where I am sending the form URL, encoded, not unencoded. Yeah, the form URL encoded payload. So it does say payload at the beginning. So let me show you again. It says payload and then equals, and then it sends literally the whole payload in the URL unencoded thing, encoded thing. So this is what I'm sending in my test. And then I was having issues in DataWeave. So what I did was that I opened my DataWeave Playground and I put this same payload here. And I just selected here that it is a URL encoded kind of payload. After that, I was able to just use this DataWeave code. So I can just do read, use the read function, and then put payload.payload, because again, this has like literally the name payload on it. And it will extract, it will extract this whole string. And then I want it to be taken as an application JSON. So let me just explain that slower. So if we do payload, we're trying to output to application JSON, right? So if we do payload, this is what we get. We just get payload, and then everything else is just in a string. But if you see here, you can see that this is more of a JSON like structure. It just has weird things like the backslash. And then if we do payload that payload, then we receive just the string, right? So this string, it looks like a JSON, but it's not, like it's just a string. This is a string, but this string looks like JSON. So that's why we are using read. Once we do read and then put payload.payload, which is this whole string, and then we just select that this is an application JSON structure. So instead of taking this as a string, this is taking it as an application JSON or a JSON. And that's how we end up with the actual JSON structure, which is this one. And this is what we want. We want to be able to take this JSON structure, and then we will be able to extract the message from there. So if we go to here to message, and then we go to text, we will be able to extract the test that we got from Slack. And this is what we are going to put in our block here. So that text is gonna come predefined here. So that's all that we're trying to do so far. But I'm struggling a lot with Flow Designer because it keeps like timing out or something. And I was able. Oh, by the way, I remember that last time, or if you weren't here. So last time I was deploying, every time that I did a new change, I just deployed the whole application to Runtime Manager, which basically is here in the sandbox environment. But it would create a new application every time that I clicked on deploy, which was annoying because I would have to then, every time that I deployed a new version, I would actually get a new application that I would have to go into and then get the URL in order to put this URL in Slack or in Postman or whatever I'm testing. But then see, like this is a test, and then it gives me the URL, and actually that application is also in Runtime Manager, but it's in the design environment as opposed to the sandbox environment. Let me make this bigger so you can see better. There. So then this is the, oh no, why do you do this to me? All right, so I've been struggling a lot with this thing. I don't know why. Like it was working fine before. It's just I don't know what's happening. But anyway, so now we're trying to talk to this thing, but it's not letting me. It's saying that there's an unexpected character, blah blah blah, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why that's happening. I think it's just like taking this whole thing. So indeed you saw like we have this whole thing and it actually works, but I think what's happening is that it's just taking this string as is. So maybe we can do, so if I do payload, so this is changing here, but apparently it's not changing in my actual application. So let me put a logger here. No, wait, but I know what comes here. No, where is my log? Oh, and I also discovered that here is where you can see the logs. I didn't know that. Oh, but actually I was talking to this app, right? Yes. So, okay, it's saying, let me just send it again to get a new message. Okay. And it's yeah, this is, okay. All right, exception while reading this thing as application JSON because, yeah, there's an unexpected character. So yes, this is what it's reading. It's reading the whole thing as is. But in my data with playground, it's actually transforming it to that. So this is not accurate. And I also tried to, like, this keeps happening to me. This keeps telling me that the project needs to be refreshed, but I don't understand why. I'm not doing anything. So let's just restart again. I've been doing this a lot of time. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm seriously thinking of just doing it in studio. All right. So, by the way, if there is anyone watching, feel free to say hello. So, yeah, it keeps saying to refresh. You know what? Yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it in studio because this is taking too long. I'm just gonna like troubleshoot everything in studio to try to get a version of this, and then I can just put it in Flow Designer. All right. So let me close this thing. New Mule project. Max Manager. All right. So again, let's put everything that we had before, the HTTP listener, and then the basic configuration. I'm not gonna follow best practices on this because I just want to get this done. But for your information, for best practices, you should not be putting hard-coded values in your properties, in your configurations. So in real life, you would put here a property and put here a property, and then just reference to those properties files instead of just hard coding everything. But for now, we'll just go ahead and then put this as Max Manager. Cool. And then we put a transform message. So oops, sorry. Where is my other stuff? Here. So this is what we wanted. Where is the read? This. So I'm just gonna take this and put it here. Um, so this is my data weave code that I'm gonna be using. Again, it's the same that I got from the data weave playground. Let's see if it works here. I don't know why it works in the data weave playground, but not in the flow designer. Maybe they're different versions. Okay, so just that, and then a logger to see the actual payload. Payload. Literally just put payload. That's it. Let's save. Hi, Everardo. How are you? Thanks for joining and seeing me struggle with this. Yes. But how are you doing, though? um, and thanks for sharing. Yeah, no worries. I like to share what I'm doing, I guess. And also look at this today's cup. It's an avocado. I love avocado, and I'm a developer advocate. So now it fits me. It's kind of like my mascot. Hold on a sec. Oops. All right. So this is deployed, and now I'm gonna talk to localhost instead of Cloud Hub. Localhost 8081, Max Manager, and then send the same payload. So same thing. This is also failing. Yeah. All right. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Should I just go ahead and use the preview? Also is, oh my God, is like, why? Why are you like this? I'm just gonna remove all of these things because they're just giving me a lot of issues. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete runtime manager thing. And I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this. Oh no, it wasn't there. Ah, well, actually, can I delete you from here? No, I can't. All right. So go back to Design Center, and then this is deleted. Go back to Sandbox. Oh no, to Design. And then how can I delete this? Oh, here. Delete, delete. Yes. I wonder if that will delete my design, um, my Mule app in design. Okay, we'll see. In the meantime, all right, let's try to use the payload predefined thing. Slack message, I guess. Create type. Why are you so slow? Okay, simple type. No, it's not a simple type. I don't even have the. Hmm. So there's a CSV copybook, Excel, fixed width, flat file, JSON object, simple file, and XML. Why? Okay, let's just put string. And then we are going to just take the string that comes after the payload. All right, set metadata, edit sample data. Sure. Oh, damn it. Why are you so hard? Okay, there. Thank you. Now let's see the preview and let's remove the payload. Let's just put payload. And this is in theory what is happening. So now you know what? Let me just put payload. Payload. Yes. So this is what is happening right now. This is the text that it's giving us. So when we do read, it doesn't read this because it just doesn't. Let me, maybe someone else has seen this before. Oh wait, I think I remember a conversation about this in ProStep. In the there is one post. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. I think I remember vaguely someone asking about it in the comments. Yes, I have received. Yeah, whatever. So you're getting this payload. This is exactly the kind of payload that I'm receiving, right? It starts with 7B and then 22. 7B and 22. Yes, this is the same payload. Oh, yay, I remember. And then I replied, yes. Okay, I put this code. And then, did I copy all of it? Yeah. Okay, so I can just put this here. Yes! Oh my god, I'm so happy. Ah, and this is why I create content. Oh my god, thank you. Mwah. All right, so this is how we're going to do this then. Okay, let me just, yes, let's just delete my sample data. And this is going to be payload.payload, remember? Payload.payload. Yes, let's save this and run this. And give me just a sec. Hold on. Okay. Ah, all right. Hold on again. My cat wants to get out of my room. Hold on. All right. Yes, we did it. Thank myself for writing that thing there. I remember that. And then I put like a whole explanation on why it's not the same thing. But yes, I remembered. I'm so happy. Okay, so we have that, and let's just run Postman now. And it works. Oh my god. Okay, it works. It works. It works. It works. It works. Yeah. Thank you for being here and witnessing this amazing discovery, Everardo. You will always be in my heart. Okay, let's continue now. We have this, and now I can just put this in Flow Designer. Okay, so was this actually removed? I hope so. Oh, it wasn't removed. Oh my god, and then what do you do when you like remove your stuff from Flow Designer and it doesn't remove the design? All right. Well, that's life, I guess. I didn't remove it actually. Why? I thought I clicked on it. Maybe we can put like background um music. Yes. Thanks to you for witnessing this beautiful beautiful discovery. Why is this taking so long? Why is this taking so long? Is it because of my internet? I don't think so. I think there's just something really wrong with this. So I don't have anything else in Sandbox in Runtime Manager. Just wanted to confirm. And I don't have anything else in Design in Runtime Manager, right? So I just need you to be deleted. Oh no. Ah, why do you do this to me? Okay, let's just try it one more time and see if we can just. Do I really want to try it again though? Maybe I can just rename this thing. Clone. No, I definitely do not want to clone. Oh, I cannot rename it. Okay. Open. Then let's just go ahead and open. But if you take too long, I'm just gonna create a new one with another name because my patience is not in a good place right now. All right. And now I want to write a blog post about this beautiful piece of code that just saved my life. I may write it. Actually, I may just write a tutorial about doing this whole thing, but I don't know if I will use Flow Designer. This is no, I'm just gonna create a new one. I'm done. All right, create new Mule app. Max Manager version 2. No, let's put 2.0. That's fancier. All right, create app. And still no applications have been created in my design. Ah, sorry, I forgot to change the view. No applications have been created in my design thing. So it's just creating the app. All right, so I don't know why this didn't work though. It should have worked. What if I copy and paste this code? Well, it's doing the same thing. Oh, expecting type string but got number. That's weird. What happens if I just do the code? Interesting. Welp. I'm actually gonna put this here. That makes me feel better. I don't like to import everything. I know it's not like a huge performance thing, but I prefer to just put the name of the function that I'm importing instead of just importing the whole thing with an asterisk. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Um, hello. Why didn't you? What? No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Well, I don't know why this is failing so bad. Like, are you gonna open? Thank you. It wasn't failing like this before. I don't know what I did wrong. I can be a good QA. I can break stuff. Oh wait, I forgot to update my status in Slack. Give me a sec. Well, this is loading anyway, so I can just do whatever I want. Cool. Why are you still loading? Why are you hating me? Oh my god, why? Why? Just why? Why? Why are you taking so long? Are you creating a new app? Is that what you're doing? Is that why you're taking so long? No, you're not. Ah! What? Why? Where's my project? Oh my god! Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything to deserve this kind of treatment. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. No, I'm just gonna create a new account. This is like. I don't know what's happening. All right. Alexandra. Ah, oopsie, what's full name? Martinez. Let me just do this in the other window, just in case. Okay, I'm not a robot. I agree. Accept. Sweet. Okay. So I have a new account. Start designing. Create new. New Mule app. Max Manager. Create app. And then I'm gonna close this. And I don't need you because you betrayed me. Thank you. Live. Oh my god, please tell me that you're gonna create my app. Please tell me I'm not the problem. Please. The suspense is killing me. This is not normal, y'all. This should not be happening. This is not the MuleSoft I know. The MuleSoft I know takes their developers seriously and helps them through their difficult time. The MuleSoft I know would not let me do a speech while it's loading. Oh no! No! Why? Why are you hating me? Why? Is it me? It's not you, it's me. Oh my. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this thing. And what the hell? I'm just gonna continue in my second account that I created. And I'm just gonna send this. All right. Did I modify this? I did. Okay. I'm just gonna send this All right. Anypoint platform published to no deployed to Cloud Hub. User login. I'm gonna do this in the other window. Oh no, it went away. Where are you? Window. Window. Why is everything failing? Oh, okay. See it. Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay, sign in. All right, perfect. And then I'm gonna choose sandbox, right? So let's go to runtime manager. And I just want to double check that there's nothing in design. There's nothing in design. And then I'm gonna go to sandbox. Sweet. All right, so we have Max Manager and then version 440. Yeah, yeah, all good. Oh, it already has properties. That's great. All right, deploy. Close, and then I will go back here and check how this is going. All right, I think I'm just gonna continue from studio. Flow Designer has betrayed me awfully. So I'm gonna put this here. This is gonna be our URL from now on. And then on Slack as well, this is gonna be our URL. And it's nice because it's just one URL as opposed to Flow Design that was creating a new URL every time that I deployed an application. So now let's just wait for this to finish and I will take more coffee. This reminds me of those times where students in software engineering ask me, how is it to be a software engineer? Alex, how is it to be a software developer? And I'm like, like that meme where you just look away and see the war in your eyes. That's basically it. Because it's like a roller coaster of emotions, like I just figured out the data wave issue and I was so excited. I was like, here. And then Flow Designer just failed me in several accounts. And then that brings me again here. But then everything worked from studio. So it brings me back here. And then something is going to go wrong eventually, and it brings me back here. So we will just go ahead and take this as good as we can. So yes, I'm in Cloud Hub. I'm going to send this. And it works. It works. It works. All right. It works. It works. Okay. So now we can go to Slack and send this, and it will work because I rock. Did it send it already? Yes. Okay. And it works. And we have our new payload. Now I am going to use the data with playground again. So I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to make this bigger. And then, where is my payload? Here. So this is the thing that we have now. All right. And now what we want is to extract the type, the text. So yes, payload.message.text, we end up with test. Sweet. Sorry. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of this in a new variable. I don't know if you can see this. All right. variable. I'm just gonna name this P from payload. Oh, and then put all of this thing here, which is the JSON, right? Yes. And now here, I'm gonna put, let me go back. So it's P, no, copy, paste, and then here, P, no, there, p.message.text. So that is gonna give me this test message, which is the one that I have here. And then, should I create variables from this? Nah, let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, actually, I do need to create variables. Okay, so I'm gonna take this then and put it in a variable here. So var, this is gonna be message text. All right, so now we need to take the thing, where is it? Here. So I'm gonna try this in the zero wave playground first. Oh, I'm gonna put this. No. Actually, I can just put everything here now that I think about it. Let me take the actual payload and I put it in URL encoded. And then I take this thing and I put it here. And it should work, right? Yes. Okay. I don't know why this is giving me error, but it works. So I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go. So where? Here. I take this thing. I put it here. And then I want to put this message text in my placeholder right here. All right. So in theory, this should give me my placeholder. Yes. So now we see that it says test here because this is going to be taken. Let me zoom in. So this is going to be taken from my payload. Sweet. So I can just copy this, paste it here. All right, save. Maybe I can just test it locally. I'm gonna create a new duplicate tab. This is gonna be localhost 8081. So we can test this properly. We're sending the payload in a URL encoded thing, and this is deploying locally. Cool. So now we send it, and we receive the block that we wanted with the initial value. Correct. So now we can deploy this to the cloud. Oh, wait, let me just stop it first. So Anypoint Platform deployed to Cloud Hub. By the way, this logger, I'm going to remove it eventually. It's just that I want it there in case I need to troubleshoot something. Okay, yes, override existing application deploy. Cool. Oh, you're not seeing this, sorry. Well, it's done. And then if I go back here, now this is deploying. And I don't need to change the URL. So yay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using Flow Designer anytime soon. I will check what is wrong with it though, because it can't, like, maybe it's just something that happened globally. I don't know, but it was super frustrating. And it's all recorded. So I have proof. I'm not crazy. This is gonna take forever again. I've noticed that, let me go back to the other view. I've noticed that when you remove the application from Runtime Manager and you deploy a new one, like to just remove it and deploy it, it takes less time than just overriding the existing application, like what we're doing here. And I mean, it makes sense because let me just go back here, because it's trying to deploy a new worker while the old worker is still available. And this happens because it's trying to help you, so you can still call the application, like even though it's being deployed, I can still call it from here, and it's still gonna answer me. But as you can see, this is like the old message because it's just sending me to the old application that is still here active. And the new application, it's still being deployed. So it's not going to send me to the new application until the old application is down. And we can see here, like it's already up, but it's still loading, it's still deploying because it's killing the other worker that was there before. And it already uploaded the new one. So it's just killing the old one. You will see that this green will become gray, and this green will just stay green because this is a new version. And here you can also see like the times where it was deployed. So in case you're not sure which worker is the one that you deployed, the new ones will always be on the top, the old ones will be on the bottom. But you can also verify here, like this is 10:45 and this is 10:52. Right now it's 10:55, so it's been 3 minutes from the time we did this deployment. And you can also download the code, I believe. I can check. So if I click here, oh, it downloads the logs, so never mind. But that's also good to know. You can download the logs from here because not all of the logs are shown in this thing. Or sometimes you just want to be able to search through the logs in, for example, in your console or stuff like that, instead of using the search bar from here, even though you can use like advanced things and that. But some messages don't appear here. For example, the debug messages will not appear here because you're not showing them. But you can download this and then you can open it in Sublime Text or whatever you use, and that will work. So this is still taking very long. Is it still? Oh, now it's returning me the new worker because it's being uploaded. So we have our block correctly. And see, it's still saying that it's deploying, but the new worker is already started and the old worker is still started, but it's now redirecting me to the new worker. Anyway, so let's go back to Slack and then where is it? Here, create to do. I think I forgot something. Where was the docs? Here. Plain text input element. No, I already finished this. Make message actionables. Yes. So we were doing this. We received the action events from Slack. Yes. Then we open a modal. This is a step that we're doing. Let me zoom in. So in order to let the user to edit the message to be saved in the third-party app, the app will open a modal in Slack. When the user submits a modal, Slack will send a post request to the same request. Yes. But then how do I open the modal? This is not, yeah, this is started. And then if we go here, you will see this is terminated and this is started. So now we have just our main worker running. But anyway, so this is not, again, no, this is not showing me the modal. So I missed a step. Okay, Slack will send a post request to the request URL provided in the app settings. Yes, this will include the message text in the payload, and the command scope is used for the message action. No, but that's just, no, that's not. The payload also includes a user ID. Yes. Yes. So how in the world do I open a modal? The app will open a modal. I thought, yes, there is. So user executes message action in Slack. Then Slack sends a payload to request URL. This is my MuleSoft app. Yes. App parses the payload. Yes. I don't want the user profile, so I'm not going to do that. And then views.open. Oh, apps opens a modal. So I need to use views.open to open the modal. Can I just see this then? All right. But where? Ah, this interaction happened with one of an app's entry points features. As a result of the interaction, the app is sent a payload containing a special trigger ID. Yes, I believe so. We received the trigger ID. Trigger ID, trigger ID. Didn't we? No, this is the block. Where is my other payload? I think I saved it in Sublime. No, I didn't. Oh, I can go back to my other worker to see. No. Oh, yes. This is what I wanted. So this is my payload before creating the block. So I'm going to put it here in Sublime. And then what did it say? Trigger ID, trigger ID, trigger ID. Here it is. So then what should I do with that? An app composes an initial view, mixes it with a trigger ID position, recites a. All right. So apps can push a new view onto the model's view stack. Okay. But then how do I do that? How? Oh, I also need to do the submit field, but that will be later. Guide to using modals. I hate this. Okay. All right, here. Event with trigger ID. Views.open. It still tells me about views.open though, but how? With the trigger ID from the payload, add a new composed initial view. Yes, and this composed initial view is like the block that I created, correct? Yes, let's just assume that it is. And then the app uses views.open to initiate a modal. Okay, to open a new modal, your app must possess a valid trigger ID obtained from an interaction payload. Your app will receive one of these payloads and therefore a trigger ID. Okay, give me just one moment. I need to go to the bathroom. Let me put a be right back message. I will be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Whew. That must have been a record. I haven't done that so fast. All right. So we were saying to open a new model, your app must possess a valid trigger ID. Yes. Your app will receive one of these payloads and therefore a trigger ID after a user invokes one of the app's entry points. What do you mean by entry point? If your app doesn't have, all right, let me just see that first. Ah, I see. I guess it's a shortcut. Okay. If your app, no, it does have an entry point. Okay. A trigger ID will expire 3 seconds after it's sent to your app. So you'll want to use it quickly. Okay. Responding to user interactions. Okay, once in possession of a valid, unexpired trigger ID, your app can call views.open with the view payload you created above. Okay, this will pop open a new model and display the view you compose with it. If the view was opened without a hitch, your app will receive a response containing an OK value set to true. Okay, let's just see views.open. Okay. Required arguments, token, trigger ID, and view. A view payload. I guess this is the block kit builder thingy. Yes. Let me just double check. Yeah, so it says blocks. Did it say blocks? Blocks. Yes. So this is exactly what I need. All right. So I require a type, a title, and a blocks. And that's it. Examples, type modal, title, type. I'm just gonna copy this. Okay, then I'm gonna put that in my transform message. Oh wait, here first. Indentation. Okay. Let's just put create a new task. That was it. The title, right? Create to do. All right, that's fine. Create a new task. Okay, and then we have the blocks. Yeah. All right, so that should work. Let's just copy this and paste this here. There's that. And there's more things to do. Yeah, we have the blocks. Okay. And that's it. I don't want anything else. Okay, so. Oh, this has to go inside view, a view payload. And this is a string. This is a string. Why is this a string? No. No, this is not a string. Okay, and then we send the trigger ID that we received and we send the token. Ah, well, that's gonna suck. And here's an example. Oh no, this is a response. Is there an example payload? No. Ah, sample code. Okay, cool. I don't need all that. I just want to see here. So trigger ID, payload.trigger ID, and then the view, and the view will be type, title, and blocks. Okay. So yes, I need a trigger ID and then view. So this whole thing will go inside view. Yeah, type title blocks. Type title blocks. Yes. What was the name again? View. View. Focus, Alex. View. Ah, like this. All right, and then I'm just gonna indent everything again. Should I put my blocks array in a variable? Nah, that's fine. All right, and then what else was it? So I'm gonna put here an object, and I also need the trigger ID that comes from the payload. So trigger ID P. What was in P again? Here is trigger ID. P dot trigger ID. Perfect. So we have the trigger ID, the view, and then the view has type title and blocks. Okay. So that should work. I believe that's all. Yes. All right, let's try that. Oh, but I need to send it somewhere else, I believe. Where do I need to send this? Views open. Okay, so reference docs again. So I need to post this in views open. It's not good enough to just put it there, right? All right. I'm just gonna assume that that's true. Was there a Slack thing? Slack. Yes, there is a Slack connector for Mule4. There is a community version and there is an actual version. I'm gonna use the official one first to see if it even has this. What is it? Views.open. And if it doesn't, I can try the community version. Please don't send me an error. Thank you. All right, so we have our stuff. And I want views, views, views open. Yay, it has it. Okay. I will take views open, put it here. And then I just need to configure this thing. Again, I'm not going to follow best practices just because I want to do this really quickly. But you should not. Oh, what is all this thing? Didn't I just need like the very few things? uh, Hold on. This says arguments. Does that mean that I need to send this? Oh, I also need to send the token. Okay, let me see the sample code again. What about Python? Okay. So you're not actually sending. Okay, it should be clients. No. Use open. Where in the world? Okay, what about JavaScript? Client.views.open. But it's just sending this. Where is the token? Where is the token? What's happening here? So what about Java? um, ah, here has it's on an environment variable. Signing secret, what token? Why is this so hard? All right. So what is it that you're asking me here then? What is the consumer key, consumer secret? Can I just not give you that? Will it work? Can I just give you? No. Oh my God, remove module. Okay, let's try the community version. Slack. Slack. Was it this one? Yes. Alrighty. So let's see if it has the views.open. Views open, and let's see how does it work. Oh, didn't remove this. So how do you work? Oh, look here, it's asking for the trigger ID and the view. Wow, but it's still asking for this. Why? I don't need the I can change it. I can change it. I can change it. I always miss these kinds of stuff. All right, so Slack. Let's go back to the official one because it had more connectors than the community one. Finish. Yes, and now get the views.open. Views open. Views open. Sweet. Create a new. Oh, I cannot change it here. That's the issue. I can just, I have to use the auth, and I really don't want to do that. So yes, we're going back to the community version. Okay, Slack. No, Slack, Slack. Okay, community version it is. Finish. Why did I not trust the community? Okay, so I want the token, not the auth. Thank you. So the token then is going to come from my application. Yes, it can be a vote token or a user token. And I want, what do I want? Let's go to basic information. And then bots. Oh, it's not here. All right. OAuth and permissions here. Sorry. All right. So yes, I want this copy. And again, don't do this. A best practice is to never put your credentials here. So don't do this at home. I'm going to do it because I just want to get this over with. Oh, it didn't copy. Why? You didn't copy. Copy? Did it actually? Oh, it did copy. And why are you not showing everything? Oh, okay. Anyway, that's a token. Don't do this. Never upload your credentials to a GitHub repo or anything like that. Never do it. I'm just doing it because I'm in a time crunch. But when I share this code with you, I'm going to share it without the credentials. And then I'm going to put in my repo, in my README repo, in my README's repo, how to actually put the credentials from the environment and all that stuff. So yes, once I upload it, it will have best practices in summary. And then the trigger ID, didn't I already put that? Should I just take it out of here? I think so. All right, so I do need to save this in a variable then. Var set variable, wait. Wait a minute. So first thing was to read this thing. Oh no, you know what? I'm just gonna put it like this, and then I'm just gonna reference to them from the payload. So this trigger, oh, trigger ID is going to be payload dot trigger ID, and the view is gonna be payload dot view. Yes, and that's it. I didn't have to create more variables. Okay. Now let's hope that this works. I'm just gonna go ahead and deploy this because I like to live on the edge. Deploy to Cloud Hub. Come on, come on. Can I move this? Why can I not move this? Can I just put it here? Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, that doesn't look good. All right, whatever. Yes, overwrite. No, I cannot see that. Okay, deploy. Come on, come on, close. Oh, it's because I'm in full. Okay, let me just create a new desktop and put my studio here. All right, so next time it's gonna open here. Sweet. So now we go back to runtime. And again, we are now going to see how this worker is still active and this worker is deploying. Sweet. In the meantime, I will have more coffee. What do you think so far? Are you enjoying it? Am I just looking like a crazy person? What do you think? So I have a mug warmer right here, and I forgot that it was on and that it was warming my coffee, and now it's too warm, and I I almost how do you say that in English? Burn. I almost burned my tongue, but I didn't. So that's good. Um well, it's good to know that I will not be using Flow Designer because it's just betraying me every single time. Okay, this worker is up. I should try just to see if it's. Wait. No, I should not try. Well, I should try from here. I can do that. Okay, it's not. It's not being deployed again. All right, so let's just wait a little bit more. And again, I forgot to change the screen. You're just watching me instead of watching the screen. Anyway, let's just chat, I guess. There will be more developer tutorials coming eventually, by the way. If you feel like that's a good thing to do, you can just go to the developer tutorials there. Let me just check if one that we had has been refreshed. No, it hasn't. All right. Just go and check all of our tutorials. They're nice. Oh, wait, it did actually come here. And it didn't work. Ah, let me show you. So let me try it again. Create to do. And then using Weave Reader at runtime may cause issues. Okay. It is strongly advised to either use with only data true or try other MIME type. This format was designed for debugging and design only. What web reader? What do you mean? All right. So invalid arguments. Well, it did reach the views though. Okay, false error, invalid arguments. Oh, missing char set. Must define submit. Ah, yes, I did remember this. So I need to put a submit thing. Did it say exactly what? Must define submit to use an input block in modals. Views block input warning missing char set. No, that's basically it. So I need to put the submit thing. Where did it say that I needed the submit? Submit here. So inside the view, I need to put a submit. No, this is the response. Never mind. Was it here? Submit. Mm-hmm. This method only works in response to a user hitting the submit button in a view. All right, so I need this submit button in my view. Input. What about this one? No, this is not. Oh, press enter to submit. That would be nice, but no. I want a button, radio button, no. Header. What about this? Nope. Where in the world? Ah, here. Button. Cool. Can I modify this to be in like the middle? I guess not. All right, so click me. Where is that button? Button, plain text. Submit. I almost spoke Spanish. Submit. um, and then the value is just gonna be submit. Action ID. Actually, let me just search for that. Do I have a, where is it? Here. Submit button. No, I don't have that. Okay. Let's just look. Slack modal button. Where can I see? I just want to see the specific button component. I hate this documentation so bad. What about block kit? Reference block elements. Perfect button. That's what I wanted. All right. Type text action ID. Okay, yes. And then URL value style. Style. I wanted this. So this will be primary. Style primary. Where is my block? Was it here? All right. And then what else can I do? Confirm. No, I don't want to confirm. That's it, I guess. Oh, here. So yes, type actions, right? Is it actions? Ah, button. Weird. Oh, so it has to be button, but it's not. Oh, here. Sorry. All right, type button. And then text. Yes, we have the text, plain text, submit true. And then we have the action ID. Yes. And then what is value then? Was it here? Yes. The value to send along with the interaction payload. Oh. Oh. Oh no. So it's gonna. Okay. Let's just leave it as submit value. We can troubleshoot when we get to that later. And here, let's just put submit. Submit. Okay, well, that's gonna suck too. And that's it. That's all we want. Now let's take this new thing. I don't want to remove all of the block. Let me just take this part and put it in my data with playground. So blocks, it's here. So is it here? No, where are you? Here. So it's under static selection action, plain text list true. Plain text list true. Okay, so under here, right? No. 2, 1, 2, here. Sweet. All right, so now we copy this, we paste it here. Beautiful. And now we save and we deploy Anypoint platform, publish, now deploy to Cloud Hub. And now I can put this window here so you can see what's going on. Deploy. All right, your application is being deployed. So now we go back to Cloud Hub. And now once again, this worker will be stopped, terminated, and this will start deploying. All right, let me continue reading a little bit because I think that should be good enough. But just in case I missed anything, oh no, I think it has to have something like this instead of an action. Ah. Does it even have an action inside the blocks? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Then what is this? Submit, type, plain text, create. Okay. Let me just do that. Or should I just... No, I'm just going to wait. But I'm going to put that here. So where was it? Inside the view. Oh, this is a response. Ah, I keep doing that. Okay, never mind. Then that should work. Okay, this is an updating a view via response action. But this is updating. I don't want to update. I want to push a new one, I think. No, this is still response action. Well, I really hope that works. See, these buttons are on the right. How can I do that? Mine was on the left and I was not able to move it. Are you deployed? No. This is a button. How do I move you to the right? Type is always button. And then text. I don't care about that. Action ID. No. URL. No. Wait, where is the URL? A URL to load in the user's browser when the button is clicked. No, that's not what I want. Value to send along with interaction payload. No. Style. Well, can I move this? Primary. Danger. No. Confirm. No. Hmm. I guess I cannot move you. Or was there another action that I could choose and I just didn't? No, doesn't seem like it. All right, did it deploy? I think so. Yeah. Let me try to call it to see if it comes here. Comes here, yes. Invalid arguments again. Why? Must define submit to use an input block in modals. All right, JSON pointer, it's in views, blocks, one, input. Views, blocks, one, input. Here. I don't understand. All right, let me see the here. So I don't want to see button, I want to see input. Where is input? Interactive components. I just want input. Plain text input. Okay. Okay, so this is a submit that I need. How do I do that? Initial value, multi-line, min text, max text. Okay. Nope. You're not helping. What if I create another block and then I just, oh, look, there's a copy payload here. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, what if I take something from a template and then I can take a look at how is it working? I don't see any submit button. All right, let me just take the first one then. And then how are you doing the submit? Type element type text. You don't have a submit. There's actions, and then there's this, and there are two buttons, and none of them say, oh, maybe because it had, I'm using an input. All right, let's take another template with an open text input. None. Let's try to take a look at this one then. Use message template. Is there a submit here? Oh, I still don't have. Okay. Let's just search then. Slack input submit. Interacting with users through dialogues. Yes. Text elements. Okay, this is the one. But it doesn't have a submit. Submit. Am I just doing it wrong? What is this? Oh, your dialogue is presented to users. Oh. Okay, so I have the title. Where is it? The view. It has the type, the title, and the blocks. No, but it's still telling me inside. User-facing string for whichever button-like thing submits a form. Depending on form factor, defaults to submit. localized in whichever language the end user prefers. That doesn't make sense. Is there an example with submit? Nope, there's not an example with submit. Um, ah, by default, all fields are required for a user to fill. Otherwise, the client validation will give the user error. You can also set each field optional. And in this case, empty fields will submit as null. No, but that's not what I need. I need to see what is the submit thing. Why are you so hard? Submit, submit, submit. As soon as your user hits the submit button, but no, that's also not what I need. What if I just Google the error? Must define submit to use an input block in modals. Okay, let's just Google that. Must define. If you're using, here it is, any input blocks, you must include a submit field in your view object. All right, view an example. Okay, here's an example. Thank you. So, oh, I see. My block was a message preview. It should have been a modal preview. Oh my God. Oh, this sucks. Okay. And then I have the type, the title, the submit. Oh my God. Okay. And then there's the blocks. Okay. All right. So we have the trigger ID, the view. The view stays the same. And then the type here is different. Yes. Okay. So this whole thing is what changes. I hate this. I hate this so much. Okay. So then I don't need this action. Do I even need the divider? No, that's fine. Task title and then the list and then submit will be available. Okay. This is just awesome. Okay, so take this out, put this here, indentation, and then message text should be initial value here. Sweet. Can I see that? Yes. And then I'm just gonna leave everything as is because I'm too lazy. So I'm just gonna copy this, paste it here, and then we are ready. I still have the trigger ID and the view, correct? Yes. So now deploy again, AnyPoint platform, deploy to Cloud Hub. I'm almost out of time. Deploy application. Please let me have this. Please. I don't think I'm gonna be calling. I think I'm just gonna like select this list and not show the drop down because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. All right, let's see this. We'll see how it goes. I have 15 minutes left, but then I can continue doing a live stream in 1 hour if you want. So just so I have everything recorded. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then I can just upload everything in an edited video with like the important things, I guess. All right, let's wait a little bit and let me have another sip of coffee. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, that reminds me that I needed to do something else. um, I need to. Was it deployed? Yes. All right, let me try again. Slack. Create to do. Yes. All right. I don't know why it says that it didn't work because it did work. So let's take a look at that. Here's all our payload. But there's no error here. I don't know. All right, well, it did work. So we can now continue with the submit button, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna take out the list, actually. I can do that. Should I? Okay, no, I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I don't know why this keeps saying sorry if it did work. Oh, I think I need to return a null payload or something like that. I kind of remember that. Give me a sec. I wrote a post about it some time ago, and I remember something like that. That you needed to return an empty payload. So it knows that you. Yes. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me actually put it here so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, let me just copy and put it here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, here. I have to return a 200. Okay. All right. Yes. To tell Slack that the operation was successful, you just have to return a 200 OK HTTP status and a null payload. They will take this as acknowledgement to close the modal view. Ah, but this is after the modal is done. Interesting. Well, I guess I still have to send it, right? Let's try it. I still have a few minutes. So if it doesn't work, I'm just going to remove it, but we can just try it. Let's put another transform message. Let's take out the logger. I don't need the logger anymore. And then this is going to be attributes. Does this still work like that? This was written a long time ago. I don't know if this will work. Binary object. Well, I can actually try this in my local because I just want to see that the output is going to be status code 200 and the reason is going to be okay. I hope. So what happens when I call it? Right now I get it. What do I get? But okay, whatever. So yes, it's deploying local. I'm still gonna get a 500 because it's expired. Ah, well, I cannot fake the trigger ID. So let's just send it. Let's send it. Deploy to Cloud Hub. Yes, deploy. So I guess I cannot use Postman anymore because I can't really fake the trigger ID. All right. So how did this work again? um, I cannot see. I sent this whole thing and I sent it to a queue, and then I sent it through somewhere. Okay, I don't remember what I did. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, come on, come on. But yes, I do remember that I had to do this. I wonder if it's here somewhere. Hmm. Okay, I know this. I know this. Handling interactions. No. Responding to modal action interactions. No. Publishing messages after modal submissions. That may be something that I will need. All right, I don't need this anymore. Views.open. I don't need this anymore, I think. Oh, wait. Do I example responses? Maybe I still need this. Oh, here's a whole list of errors, but no, that's not what I need. I wanted to see how should I respond. Where was the why is it so hard? Ah, here it is. So I don't want to do all of that. I just want to do one and send it. So after it finishes and does the push, user submits view in view submission, and the response action has to be clear to be a modal closed. So this may not work. Ah, why? Logs. Oh, you're up. Okay, I can try you again. No, it still says that it didn't work. All right. It does work though, so I'm not super concerned about it. But okay, let's just remove this then. Didn't work as we expected. All right, so that will be it for this live stream then. We did manage to get the modal now. Let me try with another message. Let's say, what do I have to do? Create tutorial. And then create to do. So this does happen. It's taking the new title. Now the next step is going to be to submit. Click on submit and do something about it. Oh, I also need to change this title. Anyway. Yes, so we need to submit, and after we click on submit, it will need to be sent to Microsoft To Do. And actually I am going to remove this list for now because I don't want to do that. And then the title is going to be Max Manager Create App. No, create task, not just create. To do. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me just put this really quick in the title like this. And then we removed, oh, I actually do have to copy and paste everything. All right. What was it? From type modal, so from here until here. Yes. And then indent, and then take the message and then put it here. All right. So now we have this other thing that I'm not going to deploy now. I'm out of time. Or actually I can deploy it, but I'm not going to test it. So yes, we have this thing. We were able to show the modal view. It's so sad because this code is like so small. It seems like it was so easy to do, but it actually wasn't. Um, I have spent now 3 hours trying this out, and this is the code that I have done. But anyway, so the first mistake that I did was that I was trying to do a message preview when this should have been a modal preview instead. And that's it, because that modal preview will give me the submit, and the message preview did not give me the submit. So that was my first error. My second mistake was to trust that Flow Designer was going to work as it usually does, but it didn't. So now I am doing everything from Studio, which makes my heart way easier, makes my life way easier. But also, well, it's a little bit annoying that I have to do it from the IDE when I should be able to do this from my browser. But anyway, that was my second mistake. And then right now, we're just trying to figure out how to send this information into Microsoft To Do. So that will be my next task. I will continue streaming in 1 hour. I will just go to lunch, have my lunch, come back, and continue streaming because I'm still gonna do this anyway. So it's just better if I record myself while failing at it, and you all can learn from my mistakes instead of me just trying to do it and failing alone. So, yes, that's basically why I'm doing this online. I just want you to see what are my struggles so you don't have the same struggles. And then I will create a tutorial, a clean tutorial doing all of these things. So now we have our model. It still has the list. Oh, I guess it's still going to the old worker. Yes. Okay, it's still loading. But anyway, oh, is it? Yeah. Anyway, so yes, we still have to connect to Microsoft To Do API to send all of these things into the Microsoft To Do API, and that will be it. All right, thank you all. I will see you in an hour if you come back. If not, you can just watch my recorded video or my edited video after I do everything the right way. Okay, thank you. Bye.